So, who are you and where are you from?
I'm Mark Moore, and I'm from Riva, Maryland.
All right. And what do you do?
Well, I'm an entrepreneur. I own restaurants. I own a live chocolate chip baking cookie company. I do security work. And uh, post-COVID, I'm just working through getting my restaurants back.
Oh, do you want to mention any restaurants?
It's St. Arnold's Muscle Bar on Jefferson is the one that we've reopened since COVID, and it's right down on 1827 Jefferson Place, Northwest DC, right in South DuPont.
All right. And you said you have some, through your upbringing, some environmental awareness.
Yes, my father ended up being the commissioner for the United States Boundary Commission, U.S. Canada. There's a treaty between the two countries, and I was fortunate enough with his previous job and that job to have lived in Maine, in Madawaska, Maine, mainly French-speaking America. I lived in Canada. I've lived in Alaska, and I was born in Puerto Rico.
And your dad was with NOAA?
He started with NOAA and USGS, and then he moved on to the International Boundary Commission.
Holy mackerel! And then, so have you seen any climate change in the climate since you were young?
I've definitely seen some change. Yeah.
Like what?
This is Maryland's a coastal city. I mean, a coastal town. Excuse me, state. I'll get it straight. But you see that the erosion and the water creeping up. You see the amount of people in a small area called the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So you see all the fuel and emissions burning, and you're kind of on top of it because we always have the crab count here. This is Crab Town here. We're in downtown Annapolis, and it's worrisome when they continue to get smaller and smaller. Or, they have to move north for cooler. The crab's cooler, and that's really big to us Marylanders.
And so, on an everyday basis, you're a restaurateur, you have so many businesses and interests, but let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about climate?
I'd say a 7.
And do you think about it much on a regular basis?
Yeah, I think about it. I was brought up with the whole hole in the ozone, which, of course, I was a preteen with that all the way through there, and so that's always been a concern for me. And I worry, and I don't worry just about us. I worry about other countries and their emissions, and it affects all of us. And if everybody's not working together, that will doom us.
And well, let's ask about that. In the future, are you pessimistic or optimistic?
I'll try to be a glass half full guy, but if people are going to continue to dump into the rivers here in this country, or and continue on with the way things are, and if other countries are just going to, you see videos and pictures of the junk pouring out into the ecosystem, then I would be more pessimistic. So I'm on the fence. But there's so many people that are aware, and like we've cleaned up our bay here in Annapolis and in Maryland to so much different than 25 years ago. So there's great things happening, and there's also really bad things happening.
And so, do you have any idea what we can do? Or
well, I gotta go back to working together internationally. But I think instead of people flying their jets everywhere, I don't think we all need to fly our jet to a climate meeting. I think we can Zoom. I think we got to use common sense, and I would like to see just countries working together and really to stop a lot of the pollution and the emissions. And I hope the electric works out better for the atmosphere for the Earth, but we've got to pull it together and quit talking about it and implement more action.
Very good. On the 10th of December here in Annapolis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.